News is asking the tough questions. Explain to those of us who have never dressed up as produce what it's like to slip into the outfit, break into that signature dance, and feel the love around you.
It's easy.
So would you say out of all the mediums that an artist could use that you can best capture the essence of Elvis with velvet?
Yeah.
So somebody who's coming to the hotel, will this bed really make the trip for them?
Absolutely, absolutely, Ted. This bed, Weston commissioned a sleep study approximately a year ago by a major market research firm out of New York.
It's knowing that the well-being of loved ones is issue #1 for the viewer.
Pets love to act a little crazy.
But there's one lady who knows how to calm them down.
The evening breeze caress the trees tenderly.
Wait a minute.
Go back down to the paw, come back, and she can start associating this with a pleasurable.
If word of doggy massage spreads, pets could disappear for days on end and get addicted to the service.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
The news should be a champion for the rights of senior citizens.
Donald Duck is turning 65 years old.
Of course, at age 65, Donald and his twin brother are ready to collect Social Security. Let's see what the government has to say.
Well, I spoke with management, and it takes someone else to authorize for you guys to come in here. So.
Do you have a no ducks policy?
That's a good question, though.
If you're going to have a no ducks policy, though, it needs to go up here on the wall, okay?
I see, okay.
We'll see if we can get that changed. Call the president.
Okay, we will.
It's all right, it's all right. We'll work it out, okay? Let's try somewhere else. At age 65, they should be able to get the senior citizen discount at restaurants. You won't allow Donald to come into the restaurant?
Well, not until I get my district manager's approval.
Is it because he's not wearing pants? Or is it because of his age, or is it because he's a duck?
We can't do this in here.
You don't serve eggs, do you?
Eggs?
No, just don't tell him if you do.
Oh.
It's knowing the viewers so well that if they have an itch, we scratch it.
Yeah, Houston is the itchiest city in the country, according to a study by Itch-X Anti-Itching Cream Company.
But if itching's really a part of our city, maybe we can make it into a way of bringing us together instead of scratching us apart.
So we found the perfect back scratcher and sent out to lend a helping hand.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love.
We don't want you to suffer alone anymore. Can we scratch your itch?
Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
How you doing? We're trying to help out here. It's bringing different walks of life together and helping them work out their differences.
For years on the New York subway, they announced, "Please step away from the closing door." Now they've even considered dropping the please.
It's important to be polite and use good manners.
Shows you what kind of weight he pulls in the Big Apple. But we're a lot more polite down here in Texas, and those good manners deprived New Yorkers need a big dose of hospitality.
Armed with some ribs and Texas square dancers, we headed to the airport to give a lesson in friendliness to some arriving New Yorkers.
All right, everybody, let's show these New Yorkers what Texas hospitality is all about. Okay? How you doing? Welcome to Texas. You like a rib? No? Like a rib? Jalapeno? Rib? No? Welcome to Texas. Would you like a rib? No? You want a square dance? We have some square dancers. Square dance? Jalapenos? News is about solving age-old problems.
I don't like fruitcake.
It may feel like lead in your stomach, but fruitcake could keep you in shape.
Come on, feel the burn. Come on, feel the burn. Too heavy? Want me to take a couple cherries off? Well, sure, it may not be too tasty, but you can get hours of entertainment if you put it on ice. And the best part is, if you buy a fruitcake now, chances are it'll last a lot longer than you will. Now, this is from the Mesozoic era.
Oh.
News is not forgetting the magic of a traditional holiday poem.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and if you haven't shopped yet, you're in major trouble. A big mess, I bet. The store shelves have been cleaned out, right down to the bone.
It looks less like a store and more like a war zone.
But even if there was some stuff left there to buy,
the store closed at 6, so don't even try.
So out on the town and into the car, and onto a place that shines bright as a star, A convenience store that takes gas credit cards meant shopping for Christmas might not be so hard. I raced through the doorway, almost in a run, and hoped the folks behind the counter didn't grab for their gun. They were dressed all in red, not much like an elf, but laughed when they saw me in spite of themselves.
So what should I get for my wife and my son, my mom and my dad? Not a cinnamon bun.
Then what to my wondering eyes should appear?
But a cooler that's filled with some 12 packs of beer.
That would suit Dad. He'd like that a lot.
And Mom could use antifreeze so her car won't run hot.
I said not a word and kept straight to my work. The folks at the counter said,
Wow, what a jerk.
But my shopping was finished in 10 minutes flat. They rang it all up and gave a tip of the hat. And then I exclaimed as I walked out of sight,
I'm glad divorce lawyers don't work Christmas night. News is Swen, spelled backwards.